Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman presented the Union Budget 2026-27 in Parliament. Let's break down the major announcements on taxation and revenue. First, the biggest headline for taxpayers. There is no major change in income tax slabs or marginal tax rates. That means the middle class gets status quo, not relief. Many people expected slab changes or some fresh tax cuts, especially because inflation and cost of living have increased. But the budget has taken a different approach. Keep personal tax structure stable and focus more on growth and compliance. Now let's talk about standard deduction, the one benefit that salaried taxpayers look at very closely. Standard deduction is basically a fixed tax deduction that reduces taxable income even if you don't show bills or proofs. And in budget 2026-27, standard deduction remains unchanged. So for salaried employees, the message is clear. No additional tax cushion this year. Now let's talk about the corporate side, and this is where the budget becomes more strategic. The government announced a cut in MAT, minimum alternate tax, to 14%. So, what is MAT? Some companies may report large profits but use exemptions, deductions, or incentives to reduce their taxable income. MAT ensures that even these companies pay a minimum amount of tax. For example, suppose a company earns rupees 100 crore profit. Using exemptions, it reduces its tax liability to just 5 crore rupees. Under MAT, the company is required to pay a minimum tax on its profit, now 14% of taxable income. So it would pay rupees 14 crore instead of just 5 crore rupees. By cutting MAT to 14%, the government is basically saying we want corporate taxation to be predictable and fair, while encouraging businesses to invest and grow. This is aimed at boosting investment, expansion, and long term economic growth in India. Now let's turn to the markets, especially traders, because the budget 2026-27 has sent a clear negative signal here. STT, Securities Transaction Tax, has been increased on futures and options. So, what is STT? STT is the tax the government charges whenever you buy or sell shares, futures, or options in the stock market. It is not based on your profit or loss, you pay it every time you trade. And it is directly deducted by your broker and paid to the government. In simple terms, every trade costs you a little extra now because of STT. The government has increased STT specifically on futures and options, and that has direct impact if you are an active FNO trader. Your transaction costs go up. Your profit margin comes down even if your trades succeed. Why does it matter? Futures and option trading has exploded in India, especially among retail investors. By increasing STT, the government aims to raise revenue and discourage excessive speculative trading. But the immediate effect on the market is negative. Many traders who are already in losses fear their profits will shrink further. This led to widespread selling, and Sensex and Nifty reacted quickly with a drop right after the announcement. In short, the budget 2026-27 STT hike is a clear signal from the government. It's about revenue and market discipline, but it comes with short-term pressure on traders and markets. Now, one important announcement in this budget is linked to India's digital future. The government has extended tax benefits for cloud services that use Indian data centers. So, what does this mean? It is a long term strategic push to build more data centers in India, keep Indian data stored inside the country, strengthen digital infrastructure, and attract big tech investment into India. This may not create an immediate benefit for the common taxpayer, but for the technology ecosystem, it is a strong signal that India wants to become a major global hub for cloud and data storage. So overall, the budget 2026-27 on taxation is clear. No major tax cuts for individuals. Strategic changes for companies, markets, and digital infrastructure. If you were hoping for personal tax relief, it's not in this budget. The focus is on stability and long-term economic growth.